So I'm currently on this test environment where we have multiple dbWatch servers, and I will look into the fifth option here, which is the autodiscovery. So autodiscovery is intended to run scans of network segments and network environments to detect database instances that are present and not present in dbWatch. So sometimes you live in dynamic environments where databases are created and without notifying the DBA, and then you need a way to scan the network for changes. So you can run the query, the scans from you select the dbWatch server to run the scan from. It can be placed in different parts of the network, and you can run this scan either as a one-time scan, or you can schedule it to run at different intervals. You can specify the range to scan, and this is in CDR format, and so it is the network and mask here. So if you have it like this, 192.168.0.0/24, it will scan from 192.168.0.1 and up to 255. And with a change in this, you'll add different scan masks. But this can be fine for his attempt. So you can then add the scan, and it will show up here. You can have multiple of these scans running. So if I just do another example. You can have multiple scans. So they will start like this, and then you have to trigger them to start off, and this will scan the networks. And when new databases are detected, they will show up in this on the side here in this tree structure. By default, dbWatch only scans IP addresses associated with database platforms that we support. So and 5 ports down and 5 ports up from that known port. So for SQL servers where they're known to run at 1433, we will scan from 1428 to 1438. So while these scans are running, we can see the result from another system where you can see we have run a scan on a network segment, and that will show up at a different IP address that we scanned. We see that there is an Oracle instance listing here, and we have MySQL instances here, and we have Postgres here, and we have SQL Server here. And you can right-click on these instances and either forget them from the list or use this as a starting point to add an instance. And then you start up in the Add Instance wizard with the input parameters that we could detect when we were scanning. So you still have to know the password, etc. So I can try something here. And then you see we detected expresses, and then this allows us to add the instance into dbWatch in a very easy and effective way. So that's quickly really on the auto detection. It's possible to override the ports that we use, and there's a wiki article on this that you can look into if that is interesting. And we see here that on this scan that we started off, we already detected a SQL Server that was not added to the product earlier. So that's really quickly on the auto-discovery. It's not that... yeah, it's quite useful to scan in dynamic environments where databases pop up without alerting the DBA, or just to make sure that you have covered all the databases. And if these were added already in dbWatch, they wouldn't show up in the scan. So all these are not, we know they are not added to the product. So that's it. It's a quick introduction to the auto-discovery, and I hope to see you again in a video some other time. Thank you. dbWatch Control Center, redefining database operations. Please visit us at Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, or YouTube.